It's beginning to look like Christmas during this month of December. And all this month, it's Christmas in December lifestyle. 2 weeks ago, we talked a lot here over in Princeton, New Jersey. But today, here in Cranbury, New Jersey, this is a beautiful light setting. But tonight, wait till you see when this light is going to be flashing before your eyes. It's going to be a great evening as you take a look at this very exciting Christmas light show. And also, we'll meet a lady who has been part of family of our show, but there's more to the story. Donate something for the homeless of gays, lesbians, transsexuals to help people change lives. All that and more tonight. I'm Ron Rondon. We're here in Cranbury, New Jersey, and this is a special Christmas edition of Road Trip.
Hey, it's me, Ron. You know me as the host of Game Show Block Party, and you know me as the host of Sports Band. Now I'm ready for another big journey, hosting my own show. New tracks, new fun, and surprises. After all, this is my road trip.
Hey there, hi there, holder. Welcome to the show. I'm Ron Rondon, and before I even say anything else, we want to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas, because we're just 1 week away from Christmas, and next Friday night is our special Christmas edition of Road Trip, and I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. So I want to take a second to thank everybody for watching all season long. You know, been here 8 months hosting Road Trip and had a great time and being part of family. So from all of us here and everybody who works this show, we want to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. Now, there's only one other thing we have to tell you too, that last week's show, 2 weeks ago, the show that was originally aired on the 8th, we had a lot of technical glitches and satellite problems over in our main studios in Brooklyn, New York. However, we did replay the show from last week, so we apologize for what's been happening. But there's one bit of good news though. We're going to have a special Christmas leftover show coming up on January 8th. That's the week after Babe Baladaro will be performing. So be sure to watch our Christmas leftover show coming up on Friday, January 8th. Again, we apologize for all that. But for tonight, we're going to celebrate Christmas that you really loved us before. Here in Cranbury, New Jersey, this is the fantastic Christmas light show. And you can see it's all got here fantastic. The folks at Magic 95.3 up there. The light is absolutely fantastic. But when you see it before your eyes, they're going to be choreographing the music here tonight. We're going to meet the man who's responsible for it and take a little look around this great tree. But before we begin tonight, let's start off first of all with Road Trip giving back for the holidays. Now, one of our friends back then, her name is Reverend Carmen Hernandez. Now, she's the president of the LGBTQ in New York City. Now, she's been working with gays, lesbians, transsexuals all the time. Not too long ago, when I got involved in this, back in November, they do something very special to help those homeless people who are also in this bad situation, whose family turned their backs, not going to have a good hot holiday meal. At the Metropolitan Community Church of New York City, they serve a very special feast brought to you by the Gay Lesbians Association led by Reverend Carmen Hernandez. It's an event that serves gay, lesbian, and transgender people who are homeless and helps saving lives to change lives for them. Earlier, I had a chance to talk with Reverend Carmen Hernandez about this event that happened not too long ago. Carmen, we have been talking about a lot of things about gay, lesbian communities and everything else. This one is a little different than we had before in this holiday season. Tell us what it means.
Yeah, because mostly you come to our, you were in our Christmas holiday event that we were doing toy drive. That we were doing also to help the civil places. The name of the shelter run by MCC Metropolitan Church Community Center. So it's very different because here you see the need of the young people, LGBT, that all of us have our children and they're comfortable at home and they don't want to go to school. But yeah, you come here, all these homeless young people they go to school every day. They're in school, some in high school, college. But the sad part between the kids that are living home, you don't have to prostitute your body. They have to hustle at night so they can survive, have a couple of dollars so they can eat. That's what we're here today because I committed myself every year to feed them. So I want to thank Joe's Place. Oh my God, I'm like very emotional because every year he never fails to amaze me that even we don't raise enough money, he goes beyond and he gives us a double plate. And you see they're not small plate, they're big plates.
There are thousands of homeless people from gay, lesbian,
and
straight people who turn away from their families. And we've seen it, and I've seen this in the news and everything else. And we've seen a lot of Philippines who turn away from their families when they were transgender a long time ago. This is a different kind of thing when it happens compared to when the families get away, they're having dinner or staying over at the house like a family like this. This is not different.
We're losing. We lose sight. We lost sight of community, helping each other and being there for everybody. And it breaks my heart because we lost sight of what our mother did. You know, nobody's perfect, you know, especially when you were raised in a poor community. I don't say we're poor because when you have a roof over your head, there's other kids. I call poor that you see kids in other countries they're eating ground, they're eating dirt, you know, and that's poor. We're not poor. We got salad, we got chicken, pollo al horno. We're not poor. I think we're medium-sized class people because poor is really, we're not poor. But in New York, they call us poor, meaning we live on a fixed income, disability. You're disabled, like me, I'm a Latina, disabled, and you know, all this against me. I'm a lesbian, a lot of things are against me in many ways. And then you have to fight all that to, I guess because of the tribulations of my life, it helps me to have compassion. It helps me I let my kids, when they were little, because the guy that's videotaping, he's one of them, so he's a living proof of my work, that when you're trying to give a little hope and say, listen, I identify you, I've been there, and look, I'm okay. It's just being okay. It's not having a lot of money. If you have it, good for you, but learn to give back. Learn to give back. Pay it forward.
And that's what our segment is about, giving back to the holidays.
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward.
Among some of the items was donated, including 12 trays of food, and 6 turkeys was also donated for upcoming dinners to help them. A lot of appearances was also there, including Caddy and Mike Gonzalez of the movie E-Cast, including star Chase Mate and Mecca. It was a great event, and that's why I got involved with this big event. I also asked 12-year-old Kara Fagan about what do you think of this event.
Well, celebrating this great holidays, we give back to the community. And Kara Fagan is here. She brought her family with her to help out to give out food, gay, lesbian, transgender, and so on and so forth. So tell us all what happened.
I came with my father and my sister to come give to the homeless kids. And my father tells me and my sister a lot that they should give their kids what we have because a lot of kids out there don't have nothing. Sometimes I think it's why they're in their position.
And so this is a great holiday season. We give back to the people here because they don't have any kind of fancy or any kind of holiday. They said, do you have a holiday wish just to give to everybody?
Yeah, just keep on wishing. Never give up.
And what about the next challenge that's going to be for Reverend Carmen Hernandez in an upcoming event?
We're doing a toy drive coming soon to raise toys for the kids in my community. and for the shelter. We bring Mrs. Claus, so we try to get fundraising to cover Mrs. Claus. They never had this in the shelter. We've been doing that for 5 years now, and the joy. You know, money doesn't pay, but when you give people hope and joy, and you see all these kids, I mean, their face. I got it, you know, all the pictures on Facebook, and you see the transformation. It's like money cannot buy that. And when you're giving hope to the hopeless, then, you know, call me troublemaker. You know, all the politicians, they love to gossip, and I don't disrespect anybody. I don't dislike anybody. But when you're calling me a troublemaker because I'm doing something for what's right, speaking up for those that don't have a voice, then I'm proud to be a troublemaker. So get ready, because I'm going to keep knocking at your door until you do the job that you're supposed to do. Because I'm an advocate, and I'm a disabled, and I'm there doing the job that you're supposed to do, that you got more power, then, that should make you think, your conscience, that you could do more than what I'm doing.
Everybody here at Road Trip says, very well done, and we thank you.
That is one very, very special story, and I want to thank everybody. If you want to see the full interview with Reverend Carmen Hernandez, join us next week here on Road Trip coming up on Christmas night at 11:30. And don't forget, too, that also next week we will meet the stars from the movie E-Cash. E-Cash, if you don't know what it is. It's backwards for the word Jake. It's like the forward word. Well, we'll meet the cast words right there. And then next Friday night, along with the cast and directors who created the movie, they are Caddy and Mike Gonzalez. That's next Friday night, Christmas night at 11:30 here on Road Trip. And don't forget, folks, and one other thing I want to throw this in before we move on to anything else here. Road Trip is now on Instagram. All the previews of our previous shows will feature on Instagram, plus the pictures that we've been taking from our past shows. So go to Instagram.com and make sure you look for the word Road Trip TV, and you can see all of our pictures. Now, when we come back, we'll meet the man who's responsible for this tree light in our Christmas light show. So stay with us. Road Trip, the Christmas tradition, returns on the other side of the break.
I knew that was going to happen. Higher than a 3. Yes!
Welcome back to Road Trip here at Cranbury, New Jersey. Earlier, Kishore and a group of friends took a private tour around this house and how he did in this Christmas light show.
We're around 125,000, probably much more than that, but the power that we have to run the show is right here, and this is actually only 2/3 of the amount of power cords that we need, and these are just for the computers. This has nothing to do with the other 20,000 feet of extension cords, and you're going to get to see them all. This is just to run the 45 computers that are out running the show. So these are just running out to power. There's actually another 1/3 of these on the other corner of the house that runs that side of the house. So we actually have to take these down, and at the end of the show, at the end of the season, and we pack them all up. And they're very specifically numbered, because if we have something out there that goes out, we know exactly where it's at. Every computer out there is numbered, and we can come back here, look at this chart, and we know exactly which one of these is giving us a problem, so we can quickly reset it.
Are you an engineer?
I'm not an engineer.
This is just a hobby?
Yeah, this is actually, back to the charity aspect of it. Growing up, my parents always instilled in me to help other people. And all my life, we came from a middle-class family, but my parents always wanted us to be helping other people. And all my life, I've been working by volunteering with different charities. I met my wife through another charity that I was volunteering for called the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and that's actually how I met my wife. we wanted to, when we bought this property about 9 years ago, we wanted to start up something that we could do on the property here that would help other people, that I could kind of do myself, that I wouldn't have to be away from the family. At the time, we had a couple-month-old baby and a 2.5-year-old, and I didn't want to have to go out and volunteer outside of the house. I wanted to do something here where I could bring the whole family together and do it here. So in October 9 years ago, I got online and I Googled best Christmas displays in the world. And they were all using this technology that was brand new. It was 1 year old at the time, where you could make the lights and the music dance together. Now, I'm in the wine business, to answer your question. So I actually know nothing about electricity, nothing about computer programming, nothing about even making those lights work like they do. But I got online and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I read a bunch of how to do this. And there wasn't much then, because it was a brand new technology, but there were a couple of people who were posting how to do it. And I ordered 3 of the computer boxes, and I started with 10,000 lights. So my first year, in fact, we do have our video of our first year's show posted online. If you look at it, you would never believe that we actually ended up doing what we do now.
The biggest tree I ever had. So let's see if I can get right in here. Whoa, holy smoke, we're right in there. And I can see right now, I can see the audience right behind the curtain of the lights there. Feel like, and this is just amazing from out here. It's nice.
So you are right now inside about 48,000 lights. And if you look up, you're going to see all the lights changing color. These are all actually one strand of lights that are the same color. These are my boys. This is Christopher. Hey, Christopher. And this is one of our friends. And if you watch, as the lights are spinning and then you see the spiral, it's going to be almost like going through a time warp.
Holy cow, I'm not going to go from the top. It's like, wow, it's like a kaleidoscope like that itself anyway. Hey, it looks great. Now, how many days it took to light all of this as a tree?
So let me tell you a little bit about our schedule in setting up the display. So it takes me about 30 days to program one song. Yes. Christopher, please. It takes about 30 days to program one song, and we do 4 new songs a year. So July, August, September, and October, I do my programming. I start laying the electric lines because that's the first thing to do on October the 1st. And then this tree is actually the kickoff of the display, putting up this tree. And the pole this year went up on October the 27th. And from that, it took me 54 man-hours just to do this tree alone.
Wow.
It took 5 days, 54 hours to do this tree. And the way we do it is, if you look up at the top, there's a big cage up there, and it's hard to tell, but that cage is actually about this big, and it's about this round. And what I do is I have that cage down here at the bottom, and all of the vertical strands, there's 300 vertical strands, they all get attached right down here at the bottom as they're laying out there 40 feet. And then what I do is, after they're all attached, we raise that up very slowly. We pull them in, raise it up, and then once it's up to the top, we tie them onto this bar that you see here. And the reason why we have to tie that on, hi there.
Well, Keith, that was just amazing when we look at some of the lights that we have done out here, and mostly this is one of the best Christmas shows I've ever had. This is the first time in Cranbury I've been interesting and witnessed this incredible Christmas show. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, listen, when we come back, the moment we've all been waiting for, I've been dying to see this light up dance anyway. The light show is coming up on the other side of the break. Hey, Keith Shaw is here with me. We're going to talk about it when we return. But in the meantime, as we gain close to the end of the NFL season, let's do Week 15. Here's your NFL Fix.
Hey, Ron here. It is now time for our Friday feature. It's our NFL picks for this weekend's games. Here are the list of the games and highlighted in yellow that I picked. And did you know that playing football or any sport 60 minutes a day could fight childhood obesity? For more information, go to www.nfl.com/play60. And please, don't forget to join me every Tuesday night for the NFL Pick Show. 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific, online at blogtalkradio.com/sportsfan or on www.talkshoe.com and search 94908. Don't go away, more road trips coming your way on the other side of the break.
Join the movement. Pledge to play 60 at NFLRush.com.
All right, folks, welcome back to the road trip. We hope you enjoyed a little bit of a tour. We're back with Keith Short. And now this is the rest of the Short family. This is Marina.
Hi.
This is Chris.
Hi.
This is Alexander.
Hi.
You having a good time already?
Yeah.
So what we're asking about before we make it official, tell us about, you really helped a lot with your dad doing the lighting. Who's the best of the light three helping them? You? Christopher, why is that?
Well, because I couldn't drive the crane, and I helped to organize the lights and other stuff.
We do a lot of testing also,
Yeah.
right?
I think the science of TV, he's the future of this show. I'll tell you that. Great. Well, this is the moment we've been waiting for. We've been waiting all 12 minutes of it. So let's get this party. Well, let's all say it, okay?
Okay.
And for everybody here, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. welcome back. This is it. This is where we're going to end it right here. Listen, next week, don't forget to join us 1 week from tonight for our Christmas show, the Christmas episode, by the way, with the cast of the movie called E-Jack. For folks out there, if you look behind reverse, it's Jake, who's the lead. It's very easy. We'll meet the producers and the cast. It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, a full interview with Reverend Carmen Hernandez. So be sure to join us 1 week from tonight, or should I say 167 hours, 31 minutes, and 15 seconds from right now. Well, guys, you have been so grateful, and you make me feel welcome home for the first time in Cranbury, New Jersey. And I want to thank you for what you've done.
Ron, God bless. Thank you. Thank you for coming out.
And I'm terrific, and Alexander and Chris, good job, you guys. Nice. So, any plans for your holiday coming up?
We're going to go home and visit some family for Christmas.
That's going to be great.
I'm really hoping for some.
Well, you know, my Christmas wish, and I want to say on my behalf, you know, this is my Christmas. This is the first Christmas without my brother, who passed away back in August. So we want to wish my family and the whole Rondon and the Rannies and everybody else a very Merry Christmas. And everybody on Facebook, Twitter, and everything else. We can't do the show without you. And we'd like to thank you for sharing this holidays with us. And we can't do it anything without you people, the support of Road Trip. And we're going to see you 1 week from tonight, Christmas night, for our special edition of Road Trip. It's our end of the year show, so don't miss it. Until we do, stay with us. Jennifer Day is up next, and watch tomorrow for the Game Show Block Party at a new time, 8:30 Saturday mornings with my man Art Kurtz. For everybody who's a Charles Kids with this Christmas night, I'm Ron Ronan. Good night, bye-bye, bye-bonds, and Merry Christmas, everybody! Bye-bye!
Bye.
Road Trip is a Ron Rondon video production.
This is Don Wilson saying good night.